It may well be the glitziest thing to happen to Minneapolis since the pandemic began, and it's happening later this week. It is a unique conference bringing people from around the world and celebrities from Deepak Chopra to Snoop Dogg. Susan Elizabeth Littlefield explains what this one-of-a-kind tech conference, VeeCon, is all about.
Yeah, I mean, wait till you see what I'm going to do at the conference. This is going to be the best conference of all time around entrepreneurship, marketing, ideas, creativity, competition.
It's tricky to explain something that's never happened before.
I don't think people realize what's happening here.
And it's happening at US Bank Stadium, thanks in large part to a southern Minnesota native who hit the big time.
I'm born and raised in Mankato, lived overseas for 23 years in Egypt and Dubai, but my home is in Minnesota. My heart is in Minnesota.
Maha has led communications for Google, Netflix, and now for Gary Vaynerchuk, who goes by Gary V. He's a tech and wine entrepreneur with millions of fans and what feels like millions of companies.
I can't even imagine the excitement that people are feeling right now.
Thanks to his partner Maha, he's taking his operation to the next level, hosting a first-of-its-kind conference in downtown Minneapolis, VeeCon.
I will see you in Minnesota, May 19th and the 22nd.
Even Longoria, she's like, Maha, why is the event in Minneapolis? And I'm like, well, everybody asks that question. Everybody asks, like, why Minnesota? Or how did you guys pick Minneapolis?
This Minnesota connection. I want to know all about it.
Gary does have local connections. He owns the Minnesota Rocker, an esports team, and knows the owners of the Vikings.
I also grew up in Springfield, New Jersey at my dad's wine shop, which is where the Will family spend a lot of their time. But I just genuinely feel an actual subconscious and even emotional attachment to Minnesota.
So Minneapolis it is. And back to that explanation. He says it will be a mega conference full of advice and collaboration with entrepreneurs, marketers, music stars like Snoop Dogg and Pharrell, and speakers like Mila Kunis, Deepak Chopra, and Spike Lee.
Throw out some words of what people can expect at this conference.
Education. Everyone who's going to leave VeeCon is going to know about the Web3 blockchain crypto world much better than their contemporaries.
Web3 blockchains and NFTs, non-fungible tokens, will be central to the talks.
But what the blockchain does is it allows you to own something digitally. What the internet doesn't allow, right? You can right click and save an image. Anybody can have it. On the blockchain, only the person that owns it owns it. Over the next decade, people will understand it, just like they didn't understand the internet in '95, and by 2005 they did.
And so he and a team of celebrities and leaders will try to explain the future while spending the present in Minneapolis.
I want just a lot of positive energy to be expelled, and then for the attendees, I want them to really make relationships.
Susan Elizabeth Littlefield, WCCO 4 News.
And to get into the event, Gary sold his own NFTs instead of tickets, but there are still some tickets to VeeCon for sale from NFT owners, about $200 for 4 days.
About 10,000 people are expected to attend. 80% are first-time visitors.